G'day ladies and gents, welcome back to another video in the garage. This is another episode in the saga of my squeaky front brakes. Now I've been educated on sanding these things down a little bit. I've got this coarse little polishing pad. It's a bit like a really good sponge because you don't want to be too firm on it from what I've heard. And I'll see if I can eliminate my front brake squeak. So what I'm going to do is I'll give it a good scuff up, give it a clean, and we'll take it for a little ride. Okay? If you're new around here, g'day ladies and gents. My name is Nathan, I make videos on motorcycles and such. It's bloody cold in the garage right now. Got to adjust to this temperature. I've been inside heated rooms all day. But basically, if you've been watching, this brake has been bloody annoying in terms of volume. So we'll give it a good scuff up and see if we can eliminate the squeak. So basically, I changed it and it was noisy ever since. So I don't imagine it will be too difficult to just give it a good little scratch like that, you know what I mean? So I don't want to damage the darker part of this thing, so I feel like that's going to ruin it a little bit, you know what I mean? So we're just going to give it a good little scrape with this. I don't know if this is firm enough, to be honest. It is leaving marks, but basically we're just going to give it a good firm scrub with one of these and see if I can get some better grip on these brakes. From what I hear, you don't want the hardest sandpaper known to man because you might do more harm than good. So we're just going to give this a good scuff up and see if this does anything, you know what I mean? So I don't know how long today's video is going to be. I do have to do both sides of this brake. And, well, basically we'll just see how well this all goes. I don't know about my abilities here, right? So, Eric, I know you're watching. If you don't know who that is, there's a subscriber here who let me ride the Harley. He's a brake guy. I'm not a brake guy. I'm just some dickhead on the internet who has too much time to learn and not enough education of doing things. So we'll see if this does anything. So I don't quite know if this is firm enough, but there's only one way to find out. And this is going to take a little bit of time. I just don't know if this is the move with what I'm using. Okay, so this is... I don't know if this is hard enough, but well, one way to find out. It definitely cleans things, that's for sure. So in that regard, it's doing something, but I don't quite know if this is the level of firmness we want for the job. Ooh, I've scratched off a bit of that paint there, that's fine. I don't actually care that much, but that tells me it's doing something, so we'll see how well we go with this. But she's definitely scratching it, so we'll have to do the whole front rotor first and see just how well this turns out. So wish me luck. Let's move this a little closer. Get you that premium angle, you know what I mean? I can already tell you my shoulder's going to feel this, so I don't know how much we need to scuff it, but I'm told a good little scuff should do the trick. And on the upside, it's easy to know where I've been and where I haven't because of all the black coming off the bloody rotor bit there. Do I care? Not particularly. We'll see just how well this all turns out, man. That should be probably enough, I imagine. Now we'll make sure we spray this with some silicone grease to make sure it doesn't squeak anymore, you know, that's the real way to do it. And don't worry, I'm only joking. This is brake clean. So, give this a bit of a wipe on this side, and then obviously I'll move the bike a bit and roll and clean the other bit as well, because why not? Alright, that's pretty good there. We'll give it a roll, give the rest of it a clean, and well, then I'll take it out, so. Alright. That's given it a good scuffing, and we'll see just how well that looks. So, I'll check back when we're on the road. But like I said, no more talking up this point. I'll probably just open the helmet once I park somewhere and talk about the results. Hopefully, it's it from there, but we'll check back in a second. Alright, so it wasn't enough, so I'm going to try a little bit of sandpaper this time and see if that makes a difference, because this is already way more productive. So we'll see if this is enough to make a difference. I don't know. I don't know. But we'll find out together, won't we? That's the only way I can figure this stuff out, is by trial and error. Brakes are of course nice and hot because I just used them. That's okay. Just don't touch the metal part with your hand and you should be fine. Isn't that the way it goes? I mean, I don't know if you're supposed to wet sand these things or not, but the video I watched, the guy did not wet sand them, so I'm not wet sanding them. What is this grid on this sandpaper anyway? Ah, doesn't have a number. Fantastic. That's alright. Alright. Oh, I don't know how much of this we're going to have to do, but we'll find out. It's either going to work or it ain't. Can't really be worse. I mean, you heard of that little clip. It's still pretty horrible. It's looking like it's working. Alright, that should be sanded enough now. Let's give it another sanding spritz with the brake clean. And then we'll see, just how well it goes. Now this brake clean doesn't make your head go funny anymore. They've changed the chemicals in it so they're not as spicy as they used to be. Okay. Give this another movement. That should be enough. Clean up the last bit of this rider. And then we'll go take it for another ride. It appears nothing has changed. It sounds the same, if not worse, to be honest with you. Back to the old drawing board, but that's it, ladies and gents, for today. I do hope you enjoyed my mishaps and attempts to solve problems without knowing what to do, because it's more fun to screw it up and have to spend money later. Isn't that what the saying is. Otherwise, ladies and gents, take it easy, keep it cheesy, have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me on this mishap, and peace. Bye!